Good evening, gamers. Today we are going to laugh at Redditors and definitely not milk this joke for far longer than it should be milked for. My drink for tonight is a lemon and lime seltzer, and I think this bit has gone on for long enough now. I'm not like that other Linux YouTuber who doesn't speak in videos. You know the one.
How is everybody doing tonight? How's everybody going? I'm having a lovely day. You know what? I think that might be the best intro I've done to any stream ever. I think so. It's not a very high bar to cross, but I think we managed to do it. I'm going to give us some music to listen to. And if we go turn this down, put like that, we go and put that one at that point. That's 50%, not 500%. What are you doing, Brodie? How do numbers work? There we go. Now we have music. That should be good. Woke up just for this stream. I don't know why you're up so early, man. Like, at some point, I will do an earlier stream for the Americans just because it'll be easier for you guys, but I do appreciate that you're here. That is awesome. Glad the week is over. Yeah, I feel the same. I'm sort of like, my week is really weird right now because I've shifted all of my streams a day forward. So all day, I felt like it was Saturday. It's not Saturday. It's obviously Friday here, but everything's just a mess for me right now, which, to be honest, is probably a good thing because it does also mean that I actually get a day off, which is not a thing that I've been having for a while. I haven't had a day off on Sunday for like at least 6 or so months, so this is certainly a nice change to it, that's for sure. Usually don't sleep, but usually, wait, you don't, well, I can't read. Usually not, but this was a special occasion, I guess. Well, I appreciate that you're here. Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't been for a research stream before, basically what we're doing, we get a 3-day weekend this weekend. You only get 3-day weekends if you don't work for yourself. If you work for yourself, you never have days off. You get days off when you decide that you want a day off. I'm also very excited to see the Mortal Kombat movie on Sunday, yes, because I know it is going to be cheesy and it's going to be really, really bad. Has anyone seen it yet? If anyone has and they know if it's bad or not, let me know. I don't want to know anything about it. I've seen the trailer, and the trailer looks bad enough. And the whole concept of a Mortal Kombat movie just doesn't sound like a good thing to begin with. So, I think whatever happens, it's going to be a mess. Regardless. Reddit research stream. What we're doing is I'm going through this right here. This is my list of topics that I am 7,000 things behind on. And it's up to January of this year at least. So at least we're doing better than we have been in the past. But basically what we're going to do is I'm going to go through this and we'll probably get through like maybe 1,000 at most things. And yeah, just basically I'm going to find some new video ideas. And if anyone has anything they would like me to cover, feel free to let me know. I will put it on the list that is that way, up here, where my mouse is. I should just point to it with my mouse, it'd be much easier. And yeah, anything you want me to cover, I'll put it on there. I can't guarantee I'll get to it in a reasonable amount of time because I have, this is my software one. There's almost 800 things on here. How's there almost 800 things on this list? Okay, there's almost 800 things on the list. So, I won't get to it anytime soon, but if you would like to suggest something, I will get to it sooner than some of the other things on the list, especially if it's some sort of interesting idea. I will absolutely be doing a video on the trash fire the Minnesota University has caused. That you can guarantee. I'm probably going to be recording it on Tuesday, so it'll be up on Wednesday, unless I decide to do something early. Probably won't, but there will be a video on the Minnesota University submitting, or I guess a small research group in the Minnesota University submitting intentionally dodgy patches for the sake of a research paper. If you haven't heard about this before, I recommend looking at it because Greg Hartman was not happy about this. He basically almost went Torvalds in the Linux mailing list. He didn't start like cursing them out or anything, but he got very close to it, judging by what I read. Anyway, let's go through some stuff on here. Also, there will be dumb things on here because it's Reddit, but I don't expect anything from Reddit, to be honest. Chromium and AUR differences. I was checking up the ArchWiki article on Chromium. It says under hardware acceleration, the official blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's just asking about, okay. You don't understand the differences between packages. Well, I can't help you there. Any way to enable function plus F5 keys on an ASUS laptop. The function keys are actually a really weird one. There is a way to do it by intercepting key presses at like a kernel level, but I don't think you can do it with any of the higher level stuff. Hello, Chris, I can't say your name. Christoph, I'll say. That's close enough. Christoph. We'll go with Christoph. Yeah, that surely can't be too far off. Xorg is a systemd user service. Well, we'll see. A lot of this stuff is going to also be news from like 3 months ago as well. Hey, remember when we were still waiting on 2004? Yeah, this is how old some of these things are. XL to JSON convert XLSX to JSON and TXT. Oh, wait. Where did my chat window go? I lost it. Oh, it's there. Just Chris in English. Alright, I can work with that. You can say Josh, also since in English it's Josh. Hello, Brodie. Hello, Yash. How you doing? Oh, it's written in C, Python. Why is it written in so many languages? What's going on here? This can't be that crazy. It's probably just like, yeah, it probably does exactly what the name says. I don't think there's a video here. It's cool though if you need to convert an XLSX file into JSON for some reason. I don't know why you would need to do that, but moving on. Should I leave this? Let's make it smaller. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Then we can actually see what's going on here. How much do you donate to Ubuntu? How much do you guys donate to Ubuntu? Or I guess how much do you donate to Canonical? I'm sure you guys are very big Canonical supporters here. Wait, I'm sorry, what? It's a zip file? Wait, what? Hold, really? I did not know that. Wait, really? It's a zip file? Or are you just messing with me? $0? Oh yeah, also, I have addressed the lag, so there shouldn't be a lag issue on this stream as well. Hopefully. Judging by the fact that you're responding within 2 minutes, there should be less lag. Yes, which is good. I like that. 0... Is that Euro? I'm gonna say that's Euro. I hope it's Euro, otherwise I'll feel dumb. Trouble with NVIDIA drivers. Yes, the NVIDIA drivers. What bizarre trivia about your country like... Oh, okay, you're just asking Yash for some trivia. He's gonna do that even if you don't ask him for it. Random kernel panics on install and after install. So I have a 2015 laptop, and I want to install Arch on it, but it randomly gets kernel panics. That's a problem. You know, I don't know why I'm drinking now, because I'm going to do a stream first thing in the morning as well. So, maybe drinking the seltzer is a good idea, actually, because it's basically water. So, maybe it'll work out and I won't be hungover. We'll see. Ryan, you're going to be the only one there for the Dead Cell stream anyway, so you can find out how much of a mess that's going to be. How much did you simp? Oh, here's some lost Ubuntu money. I'll send it along to Canonical for you. I'll make sure it gets to their bank account for sure. Definitely won't go missing along the way, that's for sure. Copying the system clipboard from SSH plus Vim. Use Alacrity and ignore all of it. How are you doing, Kropkin? That's my solution. Just ignore all the buffer nonsense and all the nonsense with SSH, and just use Alacrity, which has its own copy sort of thing. Program isn't installed by Yay, even though it was installed. Sounds like it wasn't installed. I installed IceCat on Arch Linux with Yay. It took several hours to build for some reason. Probably because you were compiling it from source. That's... yeah, okay. Then after installing, I tried to run it, but it turns out it was installed on the system, and there's no sign of it anywhere, even though it was installed. I take it this is a bug. I have a feeling that while you're compiling it, it might have failed to build, and then it didn't compile. I don't think it's a bug with Yay. It could be, but I find that to be considerably less likely than there was an error message and you didn't read the error message. Especially because you don't understand that compiling code is a thing, judging by the fact that you don't know why compiling a web browser took multiple hours. A web browser like Firefox. I guess if you're doing something with, like, WebKit, it would take less time, because WebKit is considerably smaller. In fact, you'll fail to understand my English. I'm slowly getting to the point where it translates into something that makes sense in my head. Can someone help me with my Bluetooth manager? Stop using Bluetooth. First of all, some info. I have a Raspberry Pi 4G. I installed Ubuntu Mate. Whenever I see the name Mate, my brain instantly wants me to say mate. Honestly, I might just start doing that. Just give in. I'm just going to say mate every time I see the name Mate from now on. And I just want to see how much it annoys people. I got everything working, but when I got a Bluetooth mouse, I started to get this problem. When I boot/reboot, the Bluetooth manager is hidden, so I can't open it to connect the mouse. So you're having a problem with the icon loading, not with the Bluetooth manager itself. Grim sysadmin. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Get yourself a better Bluetooth manager. I'm not... That voice... If I can do that voice for a while, but at some point it starts to hurt my throat. KDE custom keyboard shortcuts cannot modify or add. I hate Ubuntu. Oh, where are you posting this? r/Ubuntu. Check the new video from Gotbletsu. He's showing a nice CLI tool for downloading game soundtracks. I'll do that. That's a very, very specific tool. I'm guessing there's a website that may be not very legal that you can use the API for. How are you doing, Mark Keller? So, let's see. I effing hate this effing operating system. What an effing piece of S. Oh my effing god. I hate it so much. F you, Mark Shuttleworth, for creating this effing piece of crap. I said crap. Well, we screwed that up. Okay. If you spent all day trying to set up an Ubuntu server, I feel very bad. I feel bad for you? Yeah, we'll go with that. I feel bad for you. Setting up an Ubuntu server is not exactly a difficult process. Like, not to say that, you know, everyone should know how to set up something like an Ubuntu server, but if you're trying to set up a server, like, setting up an Ubuntu server is sort of like one of the lower rungs of setting up a server. Same color scheme, but different colors for two different files. I have a feeling that you have two different file types. Wait, what is going on with the syntax? I'm guessing that post would have been received well. Well, actually, let's see. I have a feeling the mods would have deleted it. So what happens is when a post actually gets made on Reddit, it instantly gets sent into the RSS feed. So a lot of the time you'll see posts like this, and if you go and actually check it, you'll notice it hasn't actually been deleted. Okay, that's actually surprising. Arch Linux would have deleted this. But no one actually bothered responding to it. I guess r/Ubuntu is used to getting bait like this. Wait. I recognize that name. Isn't this guy in the Discord? Wait, is this just a No, this is not the same Some Dude, is it? Surely it's not. I know there is a guy in the Discord called Some Dude. This cannot be the same person. Surely not. I hope it is. That would be hilarious. Oh, wait, no, maybe... No, sorry. It's not on the Discord. It's on my my YouTube. There's a guy who always comments called Some Dude. Yeah, I think it might be the same person. He has the same level of energy. Some guy? Maybe it's not the Discord. I know there is someone either on the YouTube or the Discord known as Some Dude. I have a feeling they're the same person. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just seeing patterns where there aren't really, but I have a feeling. Because he gives like the same sort of energy when he talks about things like Rust. How to verify if resizable bar is enabled for Intel motherboards? I don't know what that means. Is there a kernel update GUI? 'Cause, 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 'cause Oh, you mean... Okay, that's what you mean. I thought you were meaning like something more lower level than that. No, Manjaro does come with like a kernel switcher, doesn't it? I wonder if there's one similar for like... Oh, wait, comment deleted by user? Wait, what? Resizable bar is a thing used for GPUs. If you can't install Ubuntu well, okay. Keep in mind that the comments he leaves are basically bait. Like, I have a feeling he's one of those people who just lives and breathes, like, 4chan. So just don't take anything he says as being serious. The sort of person who, like, if you say any language besides C has a use case, like, you shouldn't be basically programming. You're just an evil soy dev trying to ruin the industry. How to reload changes made to color scheme? For Vim? Restart Vim. It's easier to do it like that. I think you can... There's a command you can do as well, but just restart Vim. Trouble with NordVPN login. Well, wouldn't you know this stream is brought... No, stream's not brought to you by NordVPN. VPNs are one of those things that I don't exactly want to get myself involved with. Why would China search Ubuntu so much? You need a lot of servers to run a firewall. I don't know. What does China run the great firewall of China on? Is it Ubuntu servers? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe they have their own custom. Wait. Let's see. I don't understand why it's more popular. Bitcoin mining. Yep, makes sense. What? Okay, sure. Reddit. I'm not reading this out. You can read it. They pay North Korea to run it on Red Star. No, not even North Korea uses Red Star. Red Star is like that is built specifically just for the plebeians. The government is smart enough to understand that Red Star is not a secure operating system. But it doesn't need to be secure if you're trying to spy on your citizens anyway. Actually, it'd be better if it wasn't secure, to be honest. That would make it easier. How to open Vim with a multiple folder project. Start at the top folder and work your way down. What is up with this formatting? What is going on here? Vim router. What is this? Router changes the working directory to the project directory when you open a file or directory. That is... Router changes the working directory to the project root. Oh, I read that wrong. That's why it made no sense. To the project root when you open a file or directory. So, it auto changes your home point. Okay. Okay. First topic of the stream, I guess. Where'd my thingy go? There it is. Video ideas. Where is my Vim? Where is Vim? There he is. Alright, I added a bunch of... I forgot that I found someone else's Vim RC, and I just copied all of the plugins they had in it. It was like, oh yeah, I'll make videos on those. I haven't gotten around to making videos on those. At some point I will. Ron, why did you do this to me? So, okay. I know a lot of you guys don't watch the gaming streams, but in one of the recent ones, Robertson pointed out that I say at some point, like a lot of the time, probably way too much, way more than any person should say at some point, and now I am noticing it every single time I say it, and it bothers me, because I actually do say it a lot. Why does backlighting have to be so hard? Because on laptops, the integrated GPUs do not work the same way. That's why. that's why. That's all. The only reason for it. Intel and AMD handle backlights differently. Also, it's not that difficult. Like, there's wrapper scripts for it anyway. You just download one of those. For the most part, that work, unless you're using something weird. Brodie, wherefore thou not invitest Mentaro pot? I don't know what that means. You should sell and then some on a t-shirt with your face on it. And then some? I don't say and then some. I know I don't say and then some. That one I'm sure about. You're messing with me there. But at some point, now that's an idea. How are you doing? Soham. Soham 20 years ago. You put that in your name just to make it look extra confusing. I like it. I can appreciate that. Why do YouTubers steal the content from each other? Because sometimes there's good video ideas, and this isn't 2007. More than one person can do a video. I mean, why do you not invite Mentaro pot? Why means, well... Wait, what? I don't understand a word you just said. Done. What are you what are you saying? That's... Okay. Query the Unicode database from command line with good support for emojis. I've been looking for something to do this. I know there's like a million one things. How are you doing, Ahmed? That is, very blue hair. Let's see. Query the Unicode database. The database. Okay. Yeah, that does what it's supposed to do, by the looks of it. Okay. On the list, it goes. And then someone's going to be like, hey, here's 1,000,001 other things that do the exact same thing. Like, I'm aware. I mean, why means well done in Middle English, which I learn. You know, just because you explain it doesn't mean it's going to make any more sense. Unicode. Yes, we'll go with that. Unicode querying. There we go. If a Linux/Unix was if a Linux/Unix was rewritten today, what would be different? It would be written in Rust. Yashi's sending encrypted messages. He sends encrypted messages just by speaking. He like has a encryption algorithm just running in his brain. Nerd tree, how to move down the directory. Now it'll be written in JavaScript. To be honest, a JavaScript kernel would be kind of amusing. I would kind of like to see that. I don't recommend doing it. There's far better uses of your time. But if you want to have something that nobody else in the world has on their portfolio, rewrite the Linux kernel in JavaScript. You'd be the only person dumb enough to ever do that. I have an uncrackable encryption. You know, you may actually be onto something there. We need to analyze your speech patterns and use that. Just get rid of all of this nonsense with prime numbers. Just use whatever Yash says. Include Electron. Well, if you're building it with JavaScript, you might as well. Make it so every app runs only inside of Electron. Memo less... I don't know what it means. Crack it. Now you're not even speaking in English anymore. Why does Plasma Workspace depend on Nodo fonts? Presumably because Nodo fonts are just a good set of fonts to have. Like, they're just a fairly decent font set. It covers everything you need to really cover. Does Nodo has a mono font as well, doesn't it? Surely it does. It has to. For anyone having X-Random issues with Minecraft, that's a lot. Okay. Recently wanted to play IRL Craft, sat there for an hour trying to figure out Minecraft wouldn't work. Originally thing had something to do with Java version, blah blah blah, crashing. Wait, what? Hi, I just wanted to randomly chime in to say that what I can never say that word. Nope. I'm just skipping it. Are called, not related to Linux at all, but really important in computer graphics. They're important, and it's a word that my brain just cannot comprehend. I've seen it written so many times, and I've heard people say it, and it's just like it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know where to go with that word. It's a weird word. It's not that weird. My brain just can't comprehend it. I don't know what the deal is there. It's the one word that I just can't deal with. Does BSPWM have an ability to view all desktops at once and navigate between them like DWM does? Not natively, but there might be a way to script it. Is throwing unfamiliar words at Brodie just the new tradition for the streams? Well, this can be a learning experience for both of us. I can show you dumb Redditors, and you can show me dumb words. It's a win-win. New to art. Okay. Switched to Manjaro a couple of months back and had a great time with it, though. I wanted to set up a RAID array and decided to install Arch on this. The install had lots of issues, but in the end, I got it figured out, and now I have a working desktop. Wow. Is this... Oh, the link's dead. Okay. Since I know I encountered 2 more issues I can't seem to figure out. The first one is changing the icons. What have you got installed? You don't say what you're running. Boldler... Bodlerize? Bodlerize. I think. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have slacked off in English so much. Stop, peoples. How you doing? Fried TCP. Means edit by omitting or modifying parts considered indelicate, apparently. What a strange word. Okay. Cool. Pulse audio issues after kernel update. Damon startup failed? If one lives with me for a year, he will adopt heaps of me. I don't want to adopt any of you. That sounds like too much of a problem in my life. Pulse audio. That's your problem. Desktop has no icons. Oh, it's Ubuntu, so it's GNOME problems. Computer takes a long time to shut down. I used to have a similar issue to this. I can see Brodie's brain having a kernel panic when throwing weird words at him. Please save us, Pipewire. Pipewire is great. That's not... I don't even know where to start with that name. Nicanora. Yeah, we'll go with that. Some of those... Okay, if anyone who knows about the situation hasn't looked super deep into it, some of those patches go back to 2018. Not all of them were intended to be really bad patches, but there are, like, broken patches from people like Professor Lou that go back till 2018, and some of them actually are broken. So, yeah, it's a mess of a situation. System doesn't boot anymore. Stuck at refined boot screen. I guess refined is a bootloader. My English is like the Constitution English. Imagine speaking in, like, legal English. Imagine how, like, over-wordy everything you would say could ever be. Didn't update last night. First update in 3 weeks due to being away. Never seen this before. I'm not that great. Okay, well, let's see. What did you break? Oh! Oops. Oops. That's a problem. Mounting your drive on real root. Mount /new_root file system. Unknown file system type ext4. Oh, you must have, Okay, so judging by what I'm seeing here, you tried to update the kernel, and you may have cancelled the update before the new kernel got properly installed. And, that basically meant you had no kernel. Which is bad. Deja Vu fonts versus Nodo fonts. I usually install Nodo fonts, but Deja Vu font's pretty cool as well. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can find a... Well, I'm gonna show you what they both look like. Deja Vu fonts. Not Deja Vu lyrics. Deja Vu fonts. Can we see what they look like? That reminds me to update. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Noto fonts. Let's see what they look like side by side. Oh, Wikipedia does a good job at showing me. Okay, thank you, Wikipedia. View... No, I want to just go to the Wikipedia page. Thank you. Okay, here is that one. Here is... No, that's not the picture you were showing me before. So is that... What are we looking at here? That is... Nodo-san, sir. Okay. Do you have a picture that shows more than one at once? Okay, let's just compare the sans fonts then. That'll work. Okay. Make that one floating. And put that there. Okay. Here we go. Now we can decide what the better fonts are. So this is the Deja Vu sans. This is the Nodo sans. There isn't a picture that has both the Deja Vu serif and sans fonts in the same one. How are you doing, a Slumber Studio? I don't know. They're both pretty nice. I prefer the Nodo fonts. But I also prefer the numbers in the Deja Vu fonts. That's kind of a tough one. What do you think of nerd fonts? Are you referring to like the programming stuff added to it? I think programming fonts are kind of neat. I run JetBrains Mono Medium. I run a... are you in university, right? Thank you for doing the segue that I didn't have to do myself. Turns out, I'm not actually in university anymore because... Haha. Because I graduated, on Wednesday. So I was in university, but no longer. I was going to segue at some point, but you managed to do it for me, so thank you for that. What are you doing right now? Right now, I'm live streaming. I think, I know what you mean. No one in my uni knows what Git is. That's sad. I hope you're not doing a computer science degree. Because if you are, that's a problem. Let's see. Ubuntu 20, whatever. It is? Oh, that's bad. I can't seem to stop using hack as my fonts. All about eyes and eyes. I hate Nodo font because of the huge size. Yeah, that's fair. I think the nerd fonts actually are kind of cool. Is it getting cold in AU, or what is that hat for? Do you not know what a mortarboard is? This is like the you graduate university hat. Does your country not use mortarboards? That's sad. Oh god, it almost fell off. There we go. Put it back there. I installed the Ubuntu font in Arch. The Ubuntu font actually is kind of nice. I do like it. Try Nimbus Roman. Is that a font? At some point, I guess. I like just picking a font and then going with it. No such hat in my country. Well, that's sad. Well, Australia sort of adopts a lot of, like, American stuff. And a lot of other countries use mortarboards as well. No such... Okay, what countries are we talking about here that you don't use them? What about IBM Plex? IBM Plex. I vaguely recall that. Denmark. Okay. We also got to wear these, like, fancy gowns as well. I have a picture here I might show you. Actually, wait. Can I... I can show you. Give me 1 second. I'll grab the picture. Yet to see me being very uncomfortable getting a picture. Best font is Noto Sans Symbols. Here we go. Transition back to that one. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Wow. There we go. I was trying to get it without the glare. Look at me. I'm very uncomfortable up on stage. Yes. We only do 2 grades of elementary school to be able to read and write, then work in a shoe factory. India provides those hat in honors of that degree. In honors of that degree or in honors degree? I've only seen those hats in American movies. Oh, that's sad. That's sad that you guys don't use them. Like, the hat's actually quite hard. Like, you could use this to murder someone. Like, that... Dude, I don't... Here's one thing you see in American movies. Are like, throw the hats up in the air. Don't do that. Very bad idea. That would be a good way to get, like, the hat, like, stuck in your head and die. I wouldn't recommend it. Is there a way to use shell alias in Vim? I know there's a way to load aliases in your shell, like, inside of a script. So, presumably, there would be a way to force that to happen inside of Vim as well. Or just use... Instead of using aliases, just make everything a script. In my case, we get to keep the hats. I didn't get to keep the gown. The gown's something I had to rent. But, yeah, they give you the hats. Use scripts instead of aliases. Yep, exactly. Termite versus Alacrity. I can't tell you about Termite. I have actually never used it. You know what? There is a way to force them. I know there is a way to force them. But I can't remember how. Terminite, exactly. Termite. Terminal. Emacs versus Nano. Well, I've never used Nano before, so I can't tell you anything about that either. And I only ever used Doom Emacs, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask about that. Maybe go ask DT. See what DT feels about it. This is a good drink. Nano has so many more features. Nano has a surprising number of features for what it is. I make scripts for a lot of stuff, but I always seem to just press up till I find the command I want to repeat. You don't see how many times I do that in my videos. Like when I just prepare a command out of nowhere, that's usually because I screwed up the last take and can't be bothered writing it. Speaking of universities, to anyone in the chat considering a tax-paid, also known as free university, don't. Most teachers are scammers. Australia, we have a government-funded loan system, which I think is a good solution to have. DT does that weird game-style Emacs, not legit. I don't know what you're talking about there. Emacs is everything but an editor. Well, Emacs is a compiler, or I guess it's an interpreter with an editor attached to it. We don't have loans. Loans are good. I think loans are a good middle ground. It gives anyone who wants to go to university an opportunity to go, but then the people who don't want to go understand that they will one day have to pay it. Except in Australia, where if you make less than $45,000 a year, you actually never have to pay it. It just sits there for the rest of your life. Yeah, if you don't make above that threshold, you actually never have to pay a cent back. So, you know, just work at Starbucks or whatever. No game is working after latest updates. Make sure you're running the correct version of Proton, probably. Pretty sure bad teachers can exist anywhere in the world. That is very true. I vaguely recall seeing the font. I'm going to bring it up. I think someone on Twitter, maybe, showed it. IBM Plex. Yeah, here we go. Google Fonts. Sure, that'll work. Ah, yes, I have seen this font. You have to have a degree for Starbucks. Well, no, you go to Starbucks because you have a degree that's worthless. Yeah, that is a really nice font. I do like that. How is programming jobs opportunity? So, the way it usually goes down in Australia is a lot of the big companies, like, if you want to go work for any of the, you know, the Googles or anyone like that, their headquarters are all going to be located in, Melbourne and Sydney. As for anything else, there's a lot of new companies popping up in South Australia, the state I'm in, because the problem with Sydney and Melbourne is they have the same problem as Silicon Valley and the same problem that Austin's going to have very soon as well. And that is that the rent prices are just through the roof. So a lot of companies are coming to Adelaide, the capital of South Australia, where rent is considerably cheaper. Plus, you can move like 5 minutes outside of Adelaide and be paying basically nothing for a house compared to Melbourne. Melbourne sort of, you get very close to like those Silicon Valley apartment prices where you're paying like $600-700 a week for a 1-bedroom apartment. Company I work for just got rid of their office. Yeah, a lot of places are doing that. That is one of the good things that has come out of the past year. A lot of companies are realizing that pure remote work actually can work. The problem is the ones who don't like it are the middle management, because when you get rid of the office, you sort of don't need as much of that middle management. A lot of places still keep it because they're basically just going remote with their same structure, but you can eliminate a lot of it in much more easily than you would be in would be able to in an office. Menu bars disappeared. You are running. You're running Plasma. Yes, to work in Starbucks, you need a degree in gender studies or something similar. Yeah, any sort of, like, arts degree is basically a requirement. I'm not hating anyone. I'm hating on anyone who has an arts degree. If that's what you wanted to do, that's cool. I think you wasted 3 years of your life, but that's fine. It's your life. JC had an update. Creating permanent terminal aliases. What is a permanent alias? What does that mean? What? Just put your aliases in your bash RC. What are you... No, not an arse degree. I know my accent is hard to understand sometimes. I think you've set stuff up wrong. Wait, that's ZS... Hold up. In your bash RC, you're getting issues with... This person's running ZSH, and they're trying to set up their aliases inside of their bash RC. My guy. I mean, art is definitely an interesting thing to study. Too bad you don't get a job. Liberal arts, not visual arts. Visual arts, I don't think there's much of a reason to study anyway, but at least there's, like, something sensible you could get into with a visual arts degree. Yeah, big 5-head move right there. Just configure it in the wrong file. Oh, why is my KDE not being configured? I'm modifying my GNOME configs. Big brain Redditors right here. As we know, Redditors are a superior species of human. Anyone know of an alternative to Ubuntu? What? Yeah, there's hundreds of them. They're called distros. Isn't Bash default on Manjaro? How do you even? Mint, yes. Manjaro, Pop OS, Arco. Hey, Brodie, what are your thoughts on chia? Like, as in the food? Or are we talking about a program? What program is this? This is Newsboat. And what you're looking at is an RSS feed for Reddit. Upload photos from mobile to Ubuntu server. It's a new crypto meme? What chia is? Take a look at this. Oh, is this just gonna be Brodie shows the chat fonts? Is that what this stream is? Okay, that's cool. Let's look at Cartograph. Chia, the cryptocurrency mental outlaw, made a video on yesterday. Today for you. Yeah, I didn't see it, sorry. Cartograph mono. Brodie font stream. Actually, I wouldn't be the first one to do it. A while back, HexDSL did a video where he was reviewing bullet points in various fonts. Comic Sans mono is unironically a good font. I will die on that position. It is such a good font. Here is Cartograph. Cartograph? Yes, Cartograph. It's a nice font, I guess. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, yeah, it is good for people with dyslexia. That's what it's used for. The problem that you had is that a lot of companies started to use it as like the, they started to overuse it is the problem. I can't think of words to describe, but yes, Comic Sans Mono is a font that does exist for the people who do not know about that beautiful, beautiful font. Comic Sans Code, sorry, that's what it's called. Comic Code. Show me. No, I want to see a demo of it. There's a really good demo of it. Comic Code. Comic Code font. Here we go. Here it is. Tell me that you don't like this font. It is... it's actually really good. Like, more good than it should be. Awesome. I love it. Yes, it should be in everyone's environment. If I use a proprietary font on my website, do I have to pay Microsoft? If it's a Microsoft proprietary one, you probably should. But, like, if they don't find out, then they can technically not have an issue with it. I wouldn't do anything commercial with it. If you're doing something locally on your system, there's no issue. Like, no one's ever gonna sue you for running something like that locally. Wait. No, I don't want to switch things. There we go. If you don't copy the font used listed in your CSS, you don't have to pay them. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. FPS limit on Ubuntu. What? Wait, what? Why? Why do you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? It's 1 PM in my country. So that'll put you in GMT +1. Yes? I think so. Wait, no, sorry. GMT +2. Yes. Oh my god. 1? Okay. Sorry. Can I not do maths? Okay. Some games will run at 5,000 FPS. The PC is hot. Well, if you want, I actually can get like a digital version of it rather than you looking at like this version here. I will upload it at some point. Just because if I know that if it gets on the internet at some point, someone will find it anyway, so I might as well just give it to you guys. Rather than, you know, pretending like it doesn't exist. Probably out of university for too long, losing your math skills. I didn't really do much math at uni. Did you see a uni was banned from contributing to Linux kernel? Yeah, we've been talking about it throughout the stream. Basically, what happened is Greg Hartman got really, really pissed at this group constantly submitting bad patches. Because they've submitted, during the course of their experiment, 140 bad patches. Intentionally. And Greg was like, no, I'm done with you. Just get out. You're not committing. You and the rest of your organization is never committing again. And the plan is basically to review every single one of the patches the entire group has ever made, decide on if they're actually good patches, and then they can never commit again. But they will... So, technically the university is banned, but they will, on a case-by-case basis, review the patches, and if it actually is a good patch, then, yeah, they will let them. As for the specific culprits, I don't think they're ever allowed to be in the Linux kernel again. And probably they're going to be banned from committing to any open source projects for a very long time. How many years have I been playing with the Linux operating system? You can find out on my channel. I think 2 years. About that. Yeah, it hasn't been that long. It's just that, like, when you're doing something every single day for 2 years, you sort of get good at it fairly quickly. I wouldn't say I'm good at the Linux thing, but, like, you sort of gain knowledge quickly when you are constantly working with something. Oh my... If they continue anonymously with a new account, that's, yeah, obviously there's nothing they can do about that. The problem, though, is if the university finds out that that's what they were doing. Because the university already commented saying that this line of research is now banned. And if anyone's doing it, then there will be some form of punishment for them. So if they were to continue with private accounts, that would potentially lead to these people getting kicked out of the university. And probably barred from the university system for the rest of their lives. Because there is, like... The professor that was working, because it wasn't students entirely, there was one professor overseeing the project. So, that professor is only an assistant professor, so they're not tenured. They can very easily still lose their job if they were to continue going down this line. So I can't imagine they would continue to do so. At least I'd hope not. Do you know the Uwu Storm and Interjection remix? No? Wait. Please send that on the Discord or Twitter or somewhere. Just get it to me somehow. What am I drinking? That is a good question. I'm drinking Good Tides Hard Seltzer, lemon and lime. It is a Australian seltzer. It's better than a White Claw. If you don't know what a seltzer is, basically it's water and vodka. Water and vodka and some sort of flavoring. I have got the ability to do it, I just haven't done so. Mainly because I've been lazy. Yes. Australian weird drinking. Look at this beautiful man. Please tell me how to add icons using CSS. Add icons to what? A website? What do you want about? I'm gonna give you one more chance. If you say that again, then I'm gonna ban you from the chat. What is this? Any plugin that opens in a split window that has an open and close command. How are you doing, Priya Bengani? This guy's asking to get himself banned from the chat, isn't he? Use SVG icons? Yeah, do that. Okay, that's the ban. You don't add icons with CSS, you add them with HTML or some form like that. You doing good? That's good. I'm not sure what this is. Most epic gamer move would be adding E-list support to NeoVim. Oh my god, that would be such a big brain play. Ben Papilla Gamer. Technically you can run background image. Oof. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, I forgot that Me6's the mod. I don't know what this plugin is doing. I'm drunk with power. Well, I'm definitely not drunk because this is 1.1 standard drinks. And we're 1 in. I'm not that much of a lightweight. I may be drinking water and vodka. But I have another 2 in here to go through. We may not get through all of them. We may. It's possible. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Wait, what is this person even doing? I must have missed something in chat. For some reason, to exam, we have to make an application using JavaFX 8. I feel sad enough that you have to make something with JavaFX 8. Just JavaFX in general. JavaFX is not a good GUI framework at all. Okay. Not gonna... There we go. Okay. No, you know what? While he's timed out, I'll show him how to actually, how to add icons. Okay? Okay, so, here we go. Okay, right, this is how we do it, okay? What we do is we go to this link right here. There we go. Was that so hard? What you do is you go to Stack Overflow and you ask a question. It's all good, man. It's all good. Let me is that a thing? Surely let me bing that for you as a thing. Look, I'm happy to ask questions, but when it's something like, how do I do the most basic thing possible in HTML? Like, just that. At that point, please just read some sort of documentation. Like, the read the documentation thing's a meme for some things, but when it's like, how do I make a image tag? Like, I'm not helping you. Sorry, I'm just not gonna help you. Linux randomly freezes. That's probably a hardware problem. Or a kernel problem. I don't know. Maybe you weirdly installed it. Crescent Machine has a nice pre-built Luna Vim. How to subscribe to this channel? Well, you go click the big red button down below. I don't have an overlay that I can show you. I'll make an overlay, and then we can do that. How do I close the head tag? Have you tried Look at Me? Look at me. No, I haven't. Look at me. What is look at me? Oh. What is look at me? Ah, here we go. Okay. I presume this is the one you're referring to. An interactive terminal-based markdown presenter. I think I added this to my list a couple of days ago. Look. I have, yes. I haven't looked at it. It will be a thing I will look at soon. How do I use a keyboard? I don't know. How did you manage to get this far? Too big Firefox scroll bar problem. Set up a user CSS. How do I exit Emacs? Press your power button. You can make a video about fish shell. It is on the list. It's been on the list probably since before you even found this channel. I just haven't got around to it. What's the Linux equivalent of rooting Android? Does this person know what the root in rooting means? It means getting root access. You already have that. Oh my god. Oh. See, this is what I mean when I said we're going to run into really, really dumb people. How are you doing, Efforty? You joined at a good time. Hey, how do I root Linux? Okay, here's your problem. If you don't have a root account, or you don't have, like, sudo privileges, there's nothing I can do to help you. Oh my god. I don't like people. I just rooted my Windows 10 installation. Now I can hack NASA. I just made an admin account. I've rooted it. Installing older Python version from AUR. Don't do that. Just use it. Just download it some other way. RSD is an open source high performance RISC-V processor. Last time I installed a bunch of dev tools on Windows was pretty rooted after that. Easily share data between different terminal windows. File tree sidebar. This is r/command line, so this should be a thing. What we got here? I don't want to hear your audio. Why is this 240p now? What is this quality? I didn't see any of that because of the quality. What are you doing? Why does the quality drop? What is this? Is it cool? I couldn't see anything. I don't know what I'm... Wait, is this like a Tmux thing or what is this? I don't know what I'm looking at. The alternate versions for programs have been on tutors with Pac-Man devs are so lazy. Oh, I didn't know it was a thing that was in the works. Why is Linux in English and not in Finnish or Swedish if it was made by Linus? Because Linus understood that English is going to take over the world. Or Mandarin. One of the two. Preferably English. I don't know what I'm looking at. But I will add it to my list. Oh, it's written in Rust as well. Also because, yeah, programming is just in English. Like, it's done in English. Transfer between terminals? I guess. Because swearing at people in English is more fun for Linus. That could be part of it. That could very well be part of it. Is proprietary software more secure than open source? Actually, the problem with Mandarin programming is then you have to have every one of your files in Unicode. That's the one problem with doing that. Kanji is stolen from Chinese. Yeah, whenever I see any, knowing a little bit of Japanese, whenever I see, like, Chinese text, I look at it, I'm like, that is gibberish. It hurts my... Knowing the symbols are the same, it hurts my brain. I've seen an argument lately that goes like this. Open source software is more secure because everyone can see if there's a risk to the user's privacy. But proprietary software is more secure because it's more locked down and only people editing it are the creators of it. Of course, that doesn't account for a majority of things like users not contributing or checking the source code of software or companies making insecure software on purpose. But I just want to know what you'll think and which side to fall towards. Disclaimer, this is not a one way or the other, it's simply a survey and a question. I don't know if you know what the word survey means. Right, learning from anime. To be completely honest, like, a lot of the words I do know, like, as I've been learning kanji, I've realized I actually know a lot more Japanese than I actually thought I knew. I actually do want to do a video addressing the, security by obscurity thing. How are you doing, Drishil Balani? Balani? Yeah, we'll go Balani. That's probably closer. Either way I say it, it's gonna be wrong, so we'll just go with that way. I really need to just delete that, swap file and just be done with it. But I don't know. I need to just make sure I'm not going to lose any data before I do that. That was the wrong one. Video ideas? You ruined my name. That's because I'm white. Bro, do you have to fight kangaroos to get computer hardware in Australia? Also, how much does a gravity harness cost? Mate, you have to fight, like... You have to fight everyone to get computer hardware, no matter where you are right now, to be honest. Romaji isn't hard. Stop using Romaji. It's not a real thing. It just doesn't need to exist. There's different ways to translate, so it doesn't actually matter. Balani? I don't know. I think it's on my list already. Security by obscurity. You have to see how bad I am at spelling. History of computing is a video that I would watch. That would be fun. That would be fun. I want to get around to do some big projects like that at some point. How do you make Vim full screen and Alacrity? The right and bottom edges are padded. Doesn't Alacrity... Check your Alacrity config because it has padding enabled by default. Mate, I need to make my actual website first. Should I be using Java 14 over Java 11? I don't know, what does your university tell you? If everything is opposite in Australia compared to Europe, do you have many graphics cards right now? Where'd you get the idea that everything was opposite, man? Like, we have 0 graphics cards. LTS versus 6-month release. Everything is opposite. I don't know where you're getting that from. Blow desktop with using i3 lock help. Okay. Trying to set static IP on a Ubuntu server, but I kept getting this. What do you keep getting? Oh, that's blurry. Why is everyone who, like, takes a picture of their screen, like, really bad at it? Please add background for on-screen chat. My eyes hurt. Okay. Wait. I've got an boys, we got an idea. We got an idea, boys. Okay, so... Let's see. How big is it? What's my screenshot button? Wait, how do I... What the hell button is my screenshots? That one. So if we go... It comes up to about There. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make something live on stream. Okay, here we go. I just wanted to know how big it was. There we go. Put that in there. Cool. Get rid of this. This has now become a Brodie does stuff in GIMP stream. Want to go image, crop the content. We'll make a new layer. We'll make this black, not blue. We'll make it black. We'll get rid of that. We'll load that one. Make some memes. We could do that. For now, we'll leave that. Text, chat, underscore background. Sure, that'll work. I'll make something more permanent later. There we go. And then what I want to do is I want to get rid of that. And we want to go. And I'll find the image. In my pictures. Oh, the song ended. Wait, where did I save it to? Wait, did it? Wait, where did I save it to? Wait, what? I thought I saved... Wait, where the hell did I save it to? Am I dumb? Wait. Wait, do you guys remember where I saved it to? Wait. Where did I... Oh, put it there. Okay, I found it. It's good. Ignore me. I'm stupid. It's fine. We found it. That one? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, look at that. That'll be perfect. Okay, and we swap that there, and oops, put that on the wrong side, didn't I? That makes it far worse. Yeah, there we go. Now it's better. Look at that. Look at that. We're professional. I actually do like that. It does have a nice look to it, doesn't it? Why didn't you do photo editing with pixel vector in Rust? I don't know what the words you just said from your mouth mean. And that's why. Why you made that in GIMP, not in Vim? Is there actually a way I could do that? Hey, what browser extensions are you using? You're using a lot of extensions. Any cool extensions? Well, it would just so have it that I have a video where I'm going to be talking about my extensions that'll come out within a couple of days. So, you'll find out then, won't you? That was a very, very subtle plug. My back is itchy. You could have done that in Image Magic. Or, wait, sorry, I could have done that in Image My Chick. I could have done it in Image My Chick, but I don't know how to use that program. Make the image with Vim's hex editor. Next in space, a command line tool to let you see the latest in space. So it probably pulls from like the NASA news feed or something like that. What is your full-time job? That's a meme. Why would I work a full-time job? That's full-time jobs are a joke. No, I don't work a full-time job. What do we got here? We got 70 Czar from... Give me 1 second. From...
Chivula Chiladzi.
Thank you, Google Translate. Thank you.
Chivula Chiladzi.
I don't know what Google Translate just said. I don't know how accurate that would be. Just want to say hi to my favorite YouTuber watching all the way from South Africa. Awesome. I don't know how much that is. I've never. I don't. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Let's find out how much that is. 70s are selling a scam cryptocurrency. Let's see. That is $634 Australian dollars. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, Brodie, I just copied your Compton Compton by PyCom. Oh, another one. Okay. Thank you again for 12.68 Australian dollars. Yes. With 30%. I think 30% going to YouTube. If I do have a job, I just don't have a full-time job. I do night filling. I stack shelves. I pick up the box goes on the shelf. I pick up another box, that box goes on the shelf. I repeat this over and over again for about 3 hours, and then I go home and go to sleep. That pays most of my bills exactly once, and I put boxes on shelves. And then that pays all my bills. Like, I don't... How do I donate to your channel without giving anything to YouTube? I have got a link to my Streamlabs, which is a more direct one. That will go... that would just has PayPal fees on it. I don't think I have my crypto links there anymore. But yeah, the Streamlabs is the best one to go for. That will still also hook up to the stream notifications as well. Wait, did you? Sorry, I didn't see it. I was reading it and then I got the donation come through. I just copied your also, I won't ban you unless you, like, say the exact same thing 10 times in the row. Hey, Brodie, I just copied your Compton Conf from my PyCon, but I'm not getting nice blur in my Lacrity term. I tried many configs and many people from the Unix thingy that I can't say, but none of them seems to work. What distro are you running? Because I know Blur was going to be unstable, but some distros might still be running an older version. I think on Arch it's unstable now, but on some distros it's not. Terminator problem. That does sound like a problem. Hi guys, I installed Terminator. When I type del or home or end, is written some characters. For example, del equals tilde. Some know how to fix that. I'm running Pop OS plus BSPWM with the ibhug1 PyCom. Does ibhug1 have blur? Oh. I've never run that specific fork myself, I think. I'm running the one I'm running the stable version of PyCom now. Is kite autocompletion spyware? I probably shouldn't talk about kite. All I will say about kite is that I may have had an email from them a while back, and they may have wanted to sponsor the channel, but I will not confirm anything because I'm not working with them. It seemed like cool software though, but it's not my thing. They seem like cool guys. It's not my thing. Shilling proprietary software we see. No, I have got messages to shill proprietary software. I have not accepted them. I actually did have a sketchy Chinese key reseller trying to get me to work with them. And I was like, I'm good. I'm good not working with you guys. Sounds like you're the furthest thing from normie. Yes, mate. I tried to do it with my own config and with default PyCom 2. I run Slackware with Mate Rice to look like macOS. I know I'm a normie. That is such a weird position to be in. You run Slackware and basically macOS. If I make some health bars, will you shield them? I'm not sure what you mean, but probably. Oh, I don't think I ever asked you what you're running. You're running Mint, are you, Ranson? Okay. That works. Arch just stopped. Alright. Having a little issue here. Installing a brand new Arch system. Wait. In my opinion, sponsorships for small channels aren't worth for anyone. Depends on how the sponsorship works. If it's a sponsored video, probably not. What I've got with Linode is an affiliate deal, so if you guys use the link, then you use the link. If you don't, then you don't. It's not like they lose out on you guys not using the link or anything like that. Any good recommendation for a Chinese email with good privacy? Something not hosted in China. That would be a good start. The only way to use the system is by disabling the... I don't know. You're just complaining about random Arch stuff. Nobody cares, but I switched to Linux Mint today. They don't, because you're on Ubuntu. I think macOS Rice is the opposite of a normal thing. You have to have... Oh, I'm sure if you heard that, sounded great on the mic. You have effort to make your desktop look like other desktop. What keyboard do you use? I use... I use... Actually, wait, we'll switch to the other thing so you can see it. This is a Cougar Vantar. It is a scissor switch keyboard with laptop style switches. Because I am a heretic. It is lovely to type on. I absolutely adore this keyboard, and every time I show it to people, it annoys them. It is the best typing experience I've ever had. Thank you, Hackintosh Matrix. I love your name. Let's see. How to use Qt4 libraries in Ubuntu 2004. I recommend installing them. That would be a good start. Gamerflex? Yes, Gamerflex. I don't know. Here's a Gamerflex. Here's like a controller. Here's another controller. Here's another controller. There's a Gamerflex for you. Is Qtile any good? DT thinks it's good. I haven't used it, so I can't tell you whether it is, but I will say I trust DT's opinion on things like that, so I'll say probably. Gamer keyboard. Elite gamer. I newly installed Arch and I ran journalctl-k, thus caught my attention. I think they deserve that much bite. Like, where else am I going to be this critical? Actually, now that I think about it, I'm this critical most of the time. I don't know why you guys watch me. I'm just mean all the time to things that I think are dumb. What issue you got here? You got some firmware that's not loading properly. Hope you reach 20k soon. Judging by my metrics that I'm working out in my brain, it'll be about 4 months. So that relatively soon, I guess. I'm getting about 1,000 subs a month. So assuming growth stays linear, why do I use the term? Assuming it stays horizontal, not linear. So assuming it stays horizontal, then it'll be about a month. My time just broke. Cool. Linear would be following the trajectory it's currently on. Yeah. I haven't done maths in a while. Is bin/sa links to shell a good idea? DT thinks it is. Okay. DT's not right all the time, but he's right some of the time. Have you seen his new Emacs config? It actually looks pretty cool. You should sell Linux screenshot selfie sticks. Going by Reddit, you could sell heaps of them. Oh, I think you're onto something there. Guys, he's trolling. he's not actually meaning that. Are you planning to switch to Wayland? I am planning to consider switching to Wayland. I haven't got anything. I'll do some Wayland content soon. But as for maining it that's a whole nother question and a very much bigger problem. Like, doing live streams like this would be an issue on Wayland. While I can run OBS, there are some issues with the OBS browser plugin. Anybody here using Photoshop with Wine? Does Photoshop work with Wine? I love your Linux desktop, looks really good. Do you want the secret? This is just the default config. It's the default config, and I added blue borders. Yeah, that's basically it. I love when people say they love my default config, because I've done basically nothing to this. I've just slightly modified some colors. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the, like, super minimal theme is, like, what's in right now. I don't know. I don't think Creative Cloud worked with Wine. Maybe, what about older versions, though? Creative Cloud's a different story entirely, but what about, like, going back to CS6 or something like that? What do you feel is missing in the Linux kernel? Rust. There is a Photoshop installer on Git. Oh, okay. Sway is pretty great, TBH. Take your word for it. Photoshop's works with the CS versions. Ah, cool. Okay. Yeah, Cloud, I can't imagine it would be. Because then you'd have to emulate both Creative Cloud and also, or guess, it's not emulation. Wine is not an emulator. You would have to use Wine for Creative Cloud and also then for Photoshop itself. Theme.sh, a cross-terminal theme selection script. I can't imagine it's that cross-terminal because a lot of terminals have their own custom way of doing it. Where is your repo? It's probably relying on wall. That's my guess. Oh, the dog is barking. We're actually house sitting for someone else's dog right now. It's my housemate's mum's dog. It's adorable. It is like the biggest sook that you will ever see. You like put your hand near it and it like rolls on the ground. Supported terminals. These. Okay, it'll go on the list. Okay. I'll give you that. Let's see. Theme selector. It's very easy for me to have like a consistent looking theme across everything I use because my theme basically consists of dark gray and blue. So like you don't really need to do much to make stuff look consistent. Sway's auto-tiling is weird. DWL is closest thing to DWL on Wayland, but I'll lose my scratch pads. Surely there's a way to replicate those. Speaking about clouds, which one is your favorite? Mine is Alto Cumulus. Are we actually talking about clouds now? Alto Cumulus. Culum. What is this cloud? They're pretty cool clouds. Yeah, I can respect that choice. You can install mobile NixOS. You know what we're gonna do? List of clouds. List of cloud types. Tell me there are pictures here. Hey, here we go. Okay. So, what is our favorite type of cloud? I will disable the disable chat. Disable chat and also my webcam. There we go. Let's have a look at clouds. They're pretty cool looking clouds. I've never seen them personally. So these are stratospheric necros clouds. Cirrus Uncinus clouds. Those are pretty weird looking clouds. They're like a large form of... Okay, that's similar to the cloud you were talking about before. This is not going to show you pictures for all of them, is it? Oh, here's the... Wait. That's Altocumulus Flockus. What are clouds? I'm a shut-in. Open your window. Let's see. That's a pretty awesome looking cloud. Like, look at this thing. I like that. Let's find out. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I'm gonna say whatever this one is here. The single cell cumulonibus capitalus. Yeah, that one. Yes. I'm going to do a video one of these days that system to get people to stop. Wait, what? That one is Hiroshimus Maxim. He said come. I did. Big cum. What are your thoughts on fair code licenses? I've never heard of a fair code license. Without limiting other... Hey, Brodie, I installed your Compton config with native Compton from Popo's repo, but now even my terminal fonts are getting transparent. Yeah, okay, so when you do Compton, or PyCom or anything like that, it makes the entire window transparent, regardless of, like, the content actually in it. That's why native transparency can be better sometimes for programs like that. It just makes the entire window transparent rather than, like, specific elements of it. So that's sort of what it's supposed to do. Which is why I like to run these very high contrast themes, so it sort of negates the issue. NVIDIA issue. Yes, you're running NVIDIA. We've gone over this before. Real statistics. I have an upcoming exam on statistics, and a teacher wants to use Excel because you used it during the online lessons. Currently, I'm running Ubuntu. Install that statistics tool with LibreCalc. If it's a specific application with Excel, you won't be able to. Fair code is when you pay a fair price per one line of code to a programmer from Brazil jungle. So what can I do to make it better? I don't do anything to make it better. I just don't run that much transparency. So if you like look at my terminal, my fonts are transparent, but because my font, because it's such a like high contrast font, it sort of doesn't produce much of a problem. Plus, because I only have like 90% transparency, like it's not actually an issue. That's pretty much it. There's not much you can do about it. Unless your terminal specifically has native transparency, in which case, run the native transparency. Free Linux and ethical hacking books. Wait, you want some free books? They're probably not free anymore. I wonder if they still are. Why was it removed by the moderators? What? Wait, what? Why was this removed? What? Didn't I make a video on fair licenses? No, I made a video on ethical licenses, which are a different thing. Ethical licenses are a license based on the Hippocratic Oath. Fair licenses seem to be a license based on not allowing you to sell stuff. Maybe the link was a dead link from the start. That could be why. Ethical licenses are terrorism. I think you might be onto something, to be honest. I don't think I've found a single person who actually supports ethical licenses outside of, like, the ethical license writers. Because they're just antithetical to the existence. Oh, some of the books were paid. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, it is antithetical to free software. Should I use the LTS kernel if you want long-term service? What do you want? Manjaro? Use it if you want. The only difference between the regular one... Wait, are those ethical or ethnical? Ethical. Would I put an N in there? No, there's not. I'm not saying ethnical. Ethical. Like ethics. Like how your doctor shouldn't stab you with a knife and kill you because of ethics. It's a bad example. That was a very bad example, but you know what I'm saying. Anyone who supports ethical licenses should be put on a list. Should be put on a list for later when politics allow for the rounding up these terrorists. I'm not going to support putting anyone on lists. I thought I was pressing up. I've been pressing shift for like the past minute. What do I think about code of conducts? Whew. Okay, so I'm not entirely against code of conduct. I think there is some value in having some level of code of conduct. Whether we're talking about the contributor code of conduct is a whole nother story, though. If you want to have, like, a code of conduct for, like, what is... You know, say you don't want swearing on your email list or anything like that. I don't think that's that crazy. Like, if you don't want people swearing, you don't want people saying things like that, I don't think I don't think I can make an argument against that. But when you get to the level of something like the contributor covenant, then I don't exactly think I can stand behind that. But the ultimate thing is, if a project wants to do it, that is up to the project and their maintainers to decide. From someone being outside of the project, I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't be using some sort of code of conduct when that's how you want to run your project. I disabled Wi-Fi and Bluetooth in the kernel config, so no problem for me. Oh, you had wait. Code of conducts are usually... You just like calling everything terrorism, don't you? These people... Stop putting people on lists. Advancing in the bash shell. Why are many developer tools available natively for Linux, but needs Windows to work? Wait, what needs work to get on Windows? Wait, what? We know that we know that argument many apps are available for Windows because it's popular, but what are some of the most popular projects? Well, like Git, Bash, Docker, Nginx requires workarounds. They aren't available natively for Windows, but requires Linux to work. If Windows is popular, why are these projects not available natively for Windows, but so for Linux? Because that's a good question. Like, now that stuff is available for Linux, it makes sense that more stuff is available. But I wonder why Linux sort of became the standard for these dev tools. Maybe because Linux is just an easier platform to develop for. That's probably it, actually. That's probably a big part of the reason. LTS versions of Qt going closed source. Okay, sure. Can't start Samba. Do you speak Japanese, Brodie? I speak a little bit of Japanese. Like a very small little bit of Japanese. How'd you get that pro on your GitHub? You go to university and you get free GitHub Pro. That's how you do it. Well, am I proving that I can speak a little bit of Japanese? Let's see. Well, I think I did have a self-introduction written down somewhere. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah. Wait, nice. So for GitHub Pro, you paid $60,000. More like $48,000, but close enough. Wait, if you have a degree, you get a GitHub Pro account. No, when you go to university, you get a lot of free stuff. So you get things like free Microsoft Office, free GitHub Pro, cheaper Spotify, things like that. Let's see. Namae wa Brodie Robertson desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yeah, there you go. That was bad. Hey, my university also gives free MS Office, but I'm fine with LibreOffice and OnlyOffice. That's fair. I don't know what it is about katakana, but my katakana is really weak. Here you go. Hajimemashite, minasan. Boku wa Nihongo ga heta desu. Demo ganbarimasu. There you go. There's a bit Japanese for you. That was basically, hello everyone. My Japanese is terrible, but I'll try. Konnichiwa. I don't know what that kanji is. I don't know what kanji is. If you want to GitHub Pro, it's like $3 a month. Oh, now you dishonored him. It's fine, I can't read that kanji anyway. I know Japanese. Uwu. How to get Control plus XCV work on every Vim mode. Bind them. That would be a good start. I've been lazy with my Japanese practice. I need to do more. Installing World of Warcraft on Arch Linux. Can you actually do that? Brodie, do you play chess? No, I don't play chess. I definitely don't play chess. I've done. Isn't that? Most of it is hiragana, but there's some kanji in there as well. How do you practice? I'm trying to learn Chinese. I am using Chess Elo minus 256. I did stream chess. I did, but yes, there's a reason why I don't play chess. I'm mainly using Wanikani for doing kanji stuff. Nihongo. That would be Wait, is it? Wait. Nihongo Jyozu. Yeah, Nihongo Jyozu. My Nihongo is not Jyozu. Is definitely not Jyozu. is as far from Jozu as you could ever get. Do you play OS? I used to. I used to a long time ago. I played the main mode, and I got really into Mania as well. I'm not gonna play it on stream because that is a copyright nightmare. So don't expect a gaming stream of it at any point. In announcing Z colors. That's cool. Let's see what this is. Have you checked Bugs Rider? Do you play a fun game of Distro Hop? I've been on Arch for the past 2 years. Does that answer your question? Let's add this to the list. Do I have a thing? Thing? Yes. There it is. Z colors. DJ Max is best. Is that one of like the... I think I know which one that is. Have you checked Bugs Rider? I don't know what Bugs Rider is, but let's check it. Bugs Writer. Oh, it's a person. Oh, it's the Tuxie guy. What am I specifically checking about the Tuxie guy? Touchpad and keyboard lag problem. Yes. I'm running FCF interface for man. I can link it on Discord when it's done if you're interested. I am interested. Yes. Send it when you're done. DJ Max is a rhythm game series. It's also on Steam. It doesn't run on Linux. But I got some on PSP. Well, you could run a PSP emulator and then run it on Linux. Color LS clone. You mean like Exa? Exa's a good one of those. Oh, you've just called it Color LS as well. Well, that's no fun. That makes it very difficult to advertise. The newest OS version is free software and runs natively on Linux. Yeah, Laser has been... I think I quit just around when Laser was, like, first being worked on. Is Laser at the point where it's actually, like, playable now? Because I remember it definitely wasn't for a while. I would love, absolutely love to be able to play that, but it's a copyright nightmare. Maybe I'll play it in my off time, but just streaming it just can't be done. It's too much of a mess to do. Jeez, okay. Yeah, that's better than Laser was when I first heard about it. Nobody understands my plate. What? The hell are you on about? Oh, it's a number plate. Guys, do a reverse plate search and find who owns this car. I'm not... I'm not suggesting that, you should do that, but, like... You know, your number plate's online, and we know the person's from Indiana. Can't be very difficult to work it out. Laser also has built-in open tablet drivers now. Awesome! Did you get copyright when you played Doom game and the music was playing, which was copyrighted? No. Usually video games are fine. There's exceptions, like GTA, because GTA has, like, just general, you know, popular music in it. Probably they have the EXIF in the photo, too. I don't know what you're on about. But yeah, that's awesome that they have tablet drivers built into it now. Have you played SRB2 Kart? It's an open source game based on SRB2, which is a Doom mod. No. I haven't played SRB2 either. What do you mean uninstall and install GNOME without losing the settings? Unless your name is Nintendo. Nintendo loves copyright strikes. Nintendo doesn't like people streaming their games. They don't like people playing their games competitively. Nintendo just doesn't like their games being on the internet. Like, Mario Party still does not have an online mode, which is bizarre. I would love for Mario Party to have an online mode. Why you only have LAN? What's the deal with that? Can you still manage to get taken down because of copyright on YouTube? Thought only VOD gets muted / taken down. Yeah, it's still an issue. We don't, because YouTube is so, like, black boxy, we don't know what sort of effect, having a copyright strike on your channel actually has. Please add rollback to Ultimate. I don't know what it means. But yes, Nintendo, please add rollback to Ultimate. How to find default values of system configuration files and /etc. Is there a way to adjust my laptop's behavior to ignore lid closed when there's audio? That's a good question. It may be on a laptop by laptop basis. Actually, it'd be on a GPU basis, wouldn't it? Apparently, you can do it with KDE. I have only played... Actually, no, sorry. I did own... Yeah, UDEV rules. I did own Brawl. Yeah, I own Brawl. And I've played... Yeah, I've played the latest Smash once. I think this was like just a... Yeah, Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers. Yes, I've played Smash Bros. I think just after it came out. Like, I was at a party getting very, very drunk. And we, played Smash Bros. What's your favorite desktop environment? I haven't used any, but KDE looks cool. And I've seen people do some pretty cool stuff with it. Really? Really? My drink's gonna explode. Of course it is. Okay. Would you play chess with Nintendo characters? What in the world is this stream turning into? Tar creates a whole home directory to extract to. I feel like you're doing it wrong. What's your opinion on paid advertisement for non-profit Linux open source projects? If they want to do it. KDE isn't bad, but it's kind of slow and bloat. But we're talking about desktop environments here, so, like, what's your option? This boat knows what's up. What is on the boat? Let's find out what's on the boat. Oh, it's the Ubuntu boat. Wow. That's so funny. So funny. Get it? Get it, guys? The boat says Ubuntu on it. LXQT is the lightest E, I think. May I ask how old you are? You may. I am 23. 23. I turned 23, 2 weeks ago. Yes, 2 weeks ago. What if you can hear my housemate laughing? I wonder. I don't know, you may be able to? I don't know. Isn't LXQT just a wrapper for OpenBox? Maybe. You hesitate is because you still cannot drink alcohol, right? Drinking age in Australia is 18. And I was drinking at 14 anyway. So it doesn't matter. It might explain a lot of my problems. Reclaiming the word hacking. Oh, is this like a... Like... Will you do a desktop tour anytime soon? I did one not too long ago, but I might do something... Maybe... I don't know. I've done a tour of, like, the applications I run, but I don't think I've done, like, a I think I've done parts of it. Like, I've done, like, a... here's my window manager, here's like the programs, here's other things. I don't think I've done like a general desktop tour sort of thing though. I don't mind that idea. Are you using NeoMut? This is Newsboat. Taskbar question. I'm using 2004. I used to have Windows. When I open VLC, I can easily drag files to the taskbar icon of VLC, and VLC will pop up and blah, blah, blah. I didn't know VLC could do that. Okay, that's cool. System comes unresponsive and drive activity light on solid. I think you have a crypto miner. Did you ever use Windows? No, I just lived 21 years of my life never using a computer before, and then instantly started using Arch. Yes, I've used Windows before. Most of my life I've used Windows. I did use macOS for, I was using macOS from time I was 13 to about 18, I reckon. Yeah. Actually, maybe 19. After 17, I was switching between macOS and Windows. Yeah, I was switching back and forth between the two, because I had a MacBook Pro and also had a Windows desktop. Beginner question. That's a lot of the stuff we get. You like I presume that means Xmonad. I haven't run it, so I'm gonna say maybe. Hold up. That's not a real thing. Oh, it's a real thing. Did I just switch between the same thing twice? Wow, I'm dumb. Apparently it's a real thing. Okay. How many monitors do I have? I have my main monitor in front of me. That's the one where the camera's mounted above. I've got a monitor here. That's where you guys are mounted. And then I've got a monitor behind the camera. And that's basically a glorified teleprompter. It's also a 55-inch TV. But we'll ignore that part. I'm thinking of getting rid of it. Because I don't have much space in here. But yes, it's a glorified teleprompter. I like to have my my notes above the camera. It means that I can like look at the camera while like I'm trying to read stuff. How do you set up multi-monitors? It works by default in... Wait. How do you set up multi-monitors? It works by default in the JustWorks distro. I have Xrender, so like I have this script. Sorry, this. Oh, it's on the wrong screen. I have this script here, where I can be like, I want to have all three of my monitors running, or I want to have my main one plus my back one on 4K, or main plus second, things like that. And then it just runs an Xrender script that sets it all up for me. I think I've done a video on it a while back, actually. Thank you for the subscription, whoever subscribed. Ian Armstrong. Yeah, I don't know why I have those enabled. I have X Innerummer and stuff. X render detects my display, so when I turn on the second display after start X, it loses signal. Every time you mess around with your monitors, I just rerun the script. I'm not reading that. I know what that says. I'm not reading that. I'll read the first part of it for you. The first part says Boku no Pico. I didn't show the script. I didn't show the script. Okay, I'll show the script. Here you go. My script folder's a mess. That one? Yes, that one. Here we go. Basically, I have this. So, like, if I say main plus second, it runs this command right here, which just sets up everything I need to set up. What made me switch to Linux? Luke Smith. Why would I like Boku no Pico? That's a very good question. Lamau GTFO Zoomer. All Might was my favorite character. Don't watch an anime named Boku. Oh, that is an old clip. Will you move to Gen 2? Yeah. AR&R is really nice. If you're lazy and you don't want to do scripts like this. Also, AR&R will let you generate these scripts. Which is a much better solution. Is this a 24-hour long stream? Or what are those numbers in the corner? That is the time. Yeah, that's the time it is. It is currently 10:01 p.m. Or yeah, or if you can't convert it in your head and you just use 24-hour time like a sensible person, it is 2201. Anyway, yes. Current time in Adelaide. Yes, GMT plus 9:30. Yes, it is GMT plus 9:30. Not plus 9, not plus 10. No, no, no. 9:30. Don't question it. How do you set up Weeaboo input? You download an application called FCITX, and then you can do things like, you can be like, and then it will just like auto convert stuff for you. There you go. Boku no Pico. Yes. Your map's upside down in Australia. Do I use Oh My ZSH? God, no, I don't use Oh My ZSH. Wait, who asked multiple questions? I don't know. Did someone ask multiple questions? It's fine. No, they're not being annoying about it. Yeah, download a program called FCITX. Download the Mozg engine for it. And then you get Weeb input, basically. I did a video on it, though, so just watch the video. Actually, don't even need to watch the video. Just go and read the Arch Wiki. Does your streaming setup flip the video? Wait. Can I do that? Filters. Wait. Okay, is there a way I can flip the video? Can't work out a way. What is Oh My ZSH? Oh My ZSH is a plugin manager for ZSH that doesn't need to exist. Okay, it's a plugin manager for ZSH, but also think of it like Doom Emacs. So it's like a bunch of installed stuff that comes with it as well. It's a really weird idea, but you don't need it because every single script or every single plugin for Oh My ZSH is just a ZSH shell script. So just source script. When do I actually code? When I stop being lazy, that's when I code. I usually code because I want to get something done. I don't do much just general coding for fun. I used to, but not as much anymore. I need help with the automatic fan control on MacBook. Stop using a MacBook. I want to actually work on a Discord bot because my current one for doing notifications is really annoying me. And making something myself will make it so I don't have to actually pay for it to make it do what I want it to do. Do you have carpal tunnel issues? No, I have wrist issues from lifting shit at work. Lifting, like, big pallets that stock comes on by myself. It hasn't been asking this stream. No, it hasn't. Python. Python's my favorite language. Carpool karaoke issues. Make a bot that doesn't say level up. I thought I had disabled that. I don't know what the deal is there. That's from the Tatsumaki bot. What is this? I created a... Yo, Philip, how you doing? You have awoken. I have created this script to search any image-based subreddit and open it with SXIV or your default image viewer. Oh, it's Bugs Rider. Well, someone was asking about Bugs Rider earlier. Well, okay, cool. Thank you, Bugs. You're a cool dude. You have some cool stuff. What language do I hate? I don't think there's any... I sort of said this before. I don't think there's any... there's any reason to hate a language. Every single language has a purpose for existing, and I have better things to worry about than hating. As for languages I prefer to not work with, Java. If I can avoid doing Java stuff, I will. Image search. What's your thoughts on Lua so far? My thoughts are I have been lazy and haven't been doing enough Lua. Did you say PHP? That's also... I'll put PHP on that list as well. Yeah. I hate the Italian language. Man, I don't know any Italian. Pizza. There's some Italian for you. Will you rewrite your nvim config in Lua? Yes. When? I don't know. But yes. You are probably the 20th person to ask me that. Java is the true corporate programming language. Well, yeah, that's the only people who use it. Like, boomers who wrote software back in the 90s that are just trying to keep it, like, running. Xorg headache. Xorg's a bit of a headache. I installed Arch Linux and tried Xorg and the startx command. Starts only in root user, not on normal user. No, COBOL is a true corporate language. COBOL is one of those languages that is in, like, dire problems because there is a lot of COBOL code out there, and the only people who know COBOL are in their 60s. So if you want a job, and you want a job for the rest of your life, go and learn COBOL. Do you hate C++++? Plus, plus, plus. I said too many pluses. I don't hate C++. I am a filthy web dev. And I like TypeScript, and I like Python on my back end. So, asking me about things that actually require thinking is probably not the best plan to go with. Oh, okay. COBOL.net is a thing. Why? Help, please. That's how I feel right now. If that shows up, that likely means that your system shut down without properly shutting down, and it's trying to fix up your journal. So Django is pretty cool. I do like Django. I've done some Flask stuff in the past as well. By I've done some Flask stuff, I mean that I was the front-end dev, but my my lecturer, who was the back-end dev on this project that I was being paid for, I was being paid as the front-end dev, decided to not do work for a while. So I went from being a front-end dev to a full-stack dev. And I had to learn Flask very quickly because I had to get this project working. So it's fun. I haven't done a Node backend before, but is Node even a thing that people do on the backend anymore? I know people like the web dev thing moves on way too quickly. I don't even know what the cool stuff is anymore. Hey, does I want to say Sheldon Cooper's favorite Linux-based OS is Ubuntu? Well, that means you should never use Ubuntu, doesn't it? If Sheldon likes it, well, hey. Is a front-end dev equivalent of a receptionist? For difficulty of work? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Don't do Node as the backend. Will, you're the dev here. What's the cool thing on the backend now? Sheldon is the Bazinga guy, yes. Have you tried installing Temple? No. React backend? Stay on the backend. Yeah, I'm sure that one caught on very well. Deno is probably the latest cool thing. I did hear about Deno. Yeah, I did hear about that one. I don't know anything about it, but I heard about it. Future plans on releasing Pac-Man 6 Alpha for ARM-based devices. Unix shell pipelines have 2 usage patterns. What are the usage patterns? Tell me, Redditor. Musuckless web backend written in C. Well, you could write a web backend in C. Like, there's nothing stopping you. I wouldn't recommend it. This is not a good idea, but you could do it. Ugh. I have a noob question. Is WebAssembly the same assembly for backend with ASM? No, it's very different. WebAssembly is the equivalent of, like, the microprocessor assembly. It's like the web equivalent of it, basically. Can you write your web frontend in C? Well, we used to write front-end plugins in Java, back when we had, like, Java applets. It's just, you know, applets are not a thing anymore because we have JavaScript that works. True hardcore front-end dev will do back-end in TypeScript and front-end in Rust. One day you will be able to do that, to be honest. When WebAssembly lets you do things like mess around with the, like, the document DOM, the HTML DOM. You can't, from what I understand, you can't do that yet. So you can do, like, stuff in an iframe. You can have, like, embedded Unity and things like that, and it runs basically natively, or at native performance. But doing, like, actual web design with WebAssembly, from what I understand, can't actually be done just yet. My university still had Java applets, now Java class. My Java class mentioned that Java applets were a thing, and we never talked about it again after that point. Which is how you should address Java applets. You can call JavaScript from WebAssembly, so you can... Okay, so you can do it like that, but there's no native way to do DOM stuff at this point. Which sort of defeats the whole point of it, if you have to rely on JavaScript to control the DOM. Oh, wow, we're talking about winget. That's a while ago. There's no concept of threads in WebAssembly. Is there much of a concept of threads in a web browser, though, really? You're learning about Java classes in a Java class. Look, everything in Java's an object anyway, so you might as well make it annoying like that as well. Using old DOS grammar checker on Linux. You can do stuff with worker threads. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Advice needed. 34-inch 1440p. Yeah, workers. Okay. Automatic mark replacement. Evil ain't Vim. Anyone heard that Emacs Evil mode has the best Vim emulation? Maybe so, but in that case, Vim emulation must be pretty tough to nail. Okay, there's nothing here. Shared memory access between the threads. Yeah, that never ends well. Oh, another program for Unicode characters. I guess January is just a month of Unicode stuff. Wait, is this a... This isn't the same one, is it? No, this is a different one. The README looks different. Yeah, one day it will be there. Unicode query. Yes. Boom. 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 Do do do. CS books. What is this? You can cheat and write shaders though and run stuff on the GPU. I love you, Brodie-chan. I love you too, Linus man. June is a month of Unicode. It is called Junicode. Sure. CS Books, a smart book manager. Oh, this looks cool. Okay, on the list it goes. Wait, can you own... Wait, tell me I can install this in a way that's not a snap. I can't... Wait, surely not. Surely this doesn't exist only as a snap. I don't like you. Don't release your stuff like this. Like, I don't hate snaps, but please don't make snaps your only release format. My name is part Torvalds and part Stallman. Oh. I had never clicked onto that. You've been around for ages, and I've never noticed that. I thought you were just, your name was just Linus Man, and had no relation to Stallman at all. Oh, my lord. Any help with MacBook terminal? I do. I hate snaps. I don't like how they ruin your file system. Tolman. Linus Sebastian, man. Oh, I like that. Linux kernel should be distributed as a snap package. You say that as a meme, but there actually is a Linux kernel you can get as a snap. Asahi Linux subreddit. Okay, this needs no explanation. I think it needs some explanation. What is your explanation? We're done here. Play the Stallman Uwu remix. I will do that towards the when I decide to end the stream. You're basically describing DT's distro, except app images instead of snaps. Why is it so late there? Because I like to stream at night. That's why. It's not that late. I go to bed at midnight. I like to interject Uwu on YouTube. Okay, we will watch it before the stream ends. I guarantee it. What is secret management and secret store? What is the best decision for the web backend of talking about productivity and stability? Has QAnon hit AU? Yes. Yes, there is like one, there's one person in think... Oh, there's a Premier. I know there's one seat that actually is like a hardcore QAnon person? Yeah, QAnon person. Yeah, which is funny. It's always funny. I like the Q stuff. This is Microsoft blog stuff. I don't care. When do I wake up? Usually at 8 a.m. Up at about 8. Usually not doing stuff till about 9:30, because I like to get things like, you know, checking my emails, comments, have a breakfast. 8 a.m. your time or our time. You do realize that every single one of you guys is in a different time zone, right? My time, obviously. So 10 hours from now. 10 hours from now. I forgot how many hours. For some reason, my brain was thinking there's like 28 hours in a day, and like there's 14 hours until you get to midday. That's the time of the night we've got to. Odyssey, yeah. Twitch, hell no. Wait, what? Someone asked. I am on Twitch as well. I should be streaming this stuff on Twitch. I just haven't gotten around to setting up a restream to do it. I do restream the game stuff, just not this channel. I think I've got temp mail on my list, actually. I do, yes. Hey, someone's asked me to play this before. How's the coof in your area? Very, very good, actually. Will, you were in the state a week or so ago. What was the like? How was it getting into Adelaide? Because there hasn't really been many cases for a while. Like, maybe we'll get like one every like couple of weeks or so. Twitch will police behave wherever you go. Well, I'll be on Twitch. I don't care if they ban me. It doesn't really bother me. It's like, oh no, I lost my 20 followers on Twitch. Oh, wow, I'm so depressed now. I think it's like 27 now. I don't care. No one watches me on Twitch. Had to isolate for like 8 hours. Yeah, that's about right. The coof is the word you say because you can't say the C word on YouTube. Because if I say the C word on YouTube, there'll be a banner under this video telling you where you can get information about the C word. When I say the C word, it makes it sound way worse, doesn't it? Which C word? Not the Australian C word. Best thing about the coof is I work 4 days remote now. Oh, that's lovely. I work 7 days remote. And when you were back at 200 subs on YouTube, 27 would be a great number back then. Have you been around for that long? Sorry, I usually recognize people from their profile picture, so if you've changed it in the past, like, 2 years, I have forgotten who you are. The coof is the reason I can be here to annoy Brodie all the time. That's a good point. I'm getting paid right now. Oh, wait, are you actually getting paid at work, right? I love that. That's awesome. I'm certainly not paying you, that's for sure. Oh, you change your names a lot. Okay. First script, customizable Pomodoro. Oh, it's your first script. Probably not going to be anything that too impressive then. My setup for using Vim and Shell with org mode. Play many video games at the moment. I play video games on stream, so if I'm not streaming, then no. Right now I'm playing Dead Cells and I'm playing Crystar. Dead Cells is a lot of fun. Crystar, I'm 30 hours in, and I'm just playing it basically because I want to finish it. I think I'm I'm close to getting the New Game Plus ending. I get paid to annoy him on Discord sometimes too. Could you write a POSIX script that automates your arch install? Will be fun. How about I don't do that, and instead I use that arch install script and use the library to do it. Indie games are better than AAA. Still not definite choice on Crystar replacement. I'm think. Look, okay. We have two choices that we're gonna replace it with. Oh god, I'm drunker than I thought I was. Oh god. There we go. I didn't realize how wobbly I was until I stood up. That's the problem with sitting down and drinking. So, there is one of two games that we will replace it with. Labs Barbs. That I did it again. That's what I was trying to replace it with. So, we're either gonna play this right here, Kingdom Hearts 1.25 or 1.5 plus 2.5, or we're gonna play Four Goddesses Online. One of the two. I don't know which, but it will be one of these. We'll decide afterwards. Darkness. Newer games follow formulas so much. Wait, so they have no charm. I typically play a lot of indie stuff. Like right now, as I said, I'm playing Dead Cells a lot. Right, you got a PS. I got a PS4. I have a copy of Monster Hunter World on my shelf that I've never played. So no, I haven't. I have not played Monster Hunter. I hear the new Monster Hunter is very good though. Kingdom Hearts. Keyblade. You also mentioned Nier. Nier's a very long game, though. I also have a copy of Nier on my shelf as well. I'm not going to play it for a while. Have you heard about the PS4 CMOS battery thing? Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, Muda was having a field day talking about that one. Microphone not working on Discord. Plug it in. I've managed to run a Wii emulator on a Pentium core. That's impressive. Can't imagine it ran well. There are scripts to get, the thingy, the Ubuntu multi-touch working. PS4 has a battery so you can play on a move. No, CMOS battery. CMOS battery is a, it's the battery that keeps this, like, system time and stuff working. The battery, yeah, so the CMOS battery issue, for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, basically, the PS4 and basically every computer on the planet has this little battery on the motherboard. That battery saves the BIOS settings, it saves the system time. Basically, it just saves the things, or it lets you save the things that, like, stored on the motherboard. What's happening with the PS4, though, is when your CMOS battery dies, it stops you from actually playing not just digital games, but also physical games as well. And then when you replace it, it doesn't actually let you play anything until you actually connect to the internet and get your system time and things actually reconfigured. Which isn't what should happen at all. It should just work when you replace the CMOS battery. And it's a really big problem with the system. And honestly, I can't imagine they fixed it on the PS5 either. But obviously, no one's had a PS5 long enough to actually wear the CMOS battery out. So we're not really sure what's going to happen there. I guess you could take the CMOS battery out and just see what happens. You can replace the CMOS. but replacing it won't fix it. Can I list my Linux news sources? r/anything related to Linux. That's basically it. That's super dumb on a controller. Remember the old controller when you just replace the battery and it works immediately? Yeah, most of my stuff comes from... Actually, a lot of my stuff recently has come from you guys. Just people will recommend something in the comment section. I don't know if it's planned obsolescence or poor engineering. Screen bug, Ubuntu, please help. Okay. Voice changer. Can't get colors working, calling banned from the script though. RIP. Frequently edited file. Yes. You're editing it with Notepad. Planned engineering. Yes, exactly. It's definitely planned engineering. That's true. No boot device found. What's the problem? That is yes, as we established last time I went on that awful subreddit. That is exactly what it is. Make Ubuntu look clean and modern. Stop using GNOME. You just installed a GNOME theme. Wow. Impressive. Well, yeah, it can, but can you buy a PS5? I use KDE. That's cool. Honestly, like, you still can't buy PS5s here. It's insane. What was the last Linux release with full locally stored repos you could buy? That's a good question. Let's find out. The internet is the most centralized infrastructure ever created. That's funny. Doesn't GNOME already look clean with its Adwaita theme? It does look pretty clean with Adwaita. Well, because, I don't know, actually. You can replace on the PS2 and the PS1, you can replace CMOS batteries and there's no issue there. Yeah, I saw a PS5 sitting next to a 3090 and a Tasmanian tiger. Have you heard the conspiracy theory that Tasmanian tigers are not extinct? That there's, like, one living in, like, California or something? How can I fix this? Stop using r/Ubuntu. That's a good start. Init RAM FS. Unpacking failed. Decoding failed. RIP. Post-install tasks. Tasmanian tigers are from Australia. That would... Yes, that would be part of the reason why their name has Tasmanian in the name, yes. Why is get it laggy for me? Tasmania Island, I'm dumb. It's all good, I know the feeling. Surfer minimal install is not really minimal. It depends on what you mean by minimal. Well, yeah, if by minimal it doesn't mean like no packages installed. Get rid of the ones you don't need. How hard is it to dual boot with Windows? Depends on whether you want to do it properly or not. Have I told you about my dual booting setup? Where if I want to use Windows, I just swap the boot drive inside of my my UEFI. That's all I do. I don't have it set up in my grub. I just switch boot devices. Have you seen Biscuit's dual boot video? I have not. How are you doing? Chin to Mog, that name. Ohio Brodie-tan. Hum is infecting other people with his awful way of speaking. Do you have a video about links or W3M? Their default settings suck. I have considered doing videos on them, and I have not done videos on them. That's as far as it goes. Yes. At some point. I said it again. If I did a stream where every time I said at some point I did a shot, I would be dead. Arch installation on laptop. When I make merch, I will make an at some point shirt. I get it now. This right here is called Reddit karma farming. What you do is you go to a subreddit that is about a specific topic, and what you say is, I love this topic so much, and then you get upcomies. I love how you massacre my name every time. I won't do it every time. I'm gonna let Google Translate massacre it now.
Chintamogi.
Chintamogi. Yeah, there we go. Gotta get those upcomies, as Luke would say. Indonesian banned Linux, I don't use Reddit much. Yeah, I was gonna say, that was a weird way to phrase that. Best 2FA for Ubuntu 20. It's fun. I think the Google Translate text-to-speech is funny. So if I get an excuse to use it, I will use it. Wait. Here we go. Here's a fun one.
Ronaldo McDonaldo.
Do you encrypt your drive? No, I don't. How to fix pulse audio errors? Stop using pulse audio. Recently got comfortable using Bluetooth CTL. It's worth it, especially when using scripts. I just plug things into my system, and I don't have to worry about Bluetooth. Is it safe to use Zoom via AUR on Arch Linux? Is there a way to make sure it doesn't do anything shady? Use it in your web browser and then close it as soon as you don't need it anymore. Actually, wait. Because we're on this tangent, Sure, yep.
Brodie Robertson.
Yeah, that works out.
Brodie Robertson.
That's close enough. If you have to use application for Zoom, just use it in a virtual machine. Yeah, you could do that. Or if you want to make sure it extra has no attachment to your system, put it on a secondary drive and unplug the rest of your drives before you use it. Yeah, I do. Makes doing, you know, I don't know, actual things that you might want to type in Japanese, like, sure, Daibu. Wait, Daibu, this. There we go.
はじめまして皆さん今日はライブです。
Yeah, there you go. Hello everyone. Today we are live. Any idea why this fails? If file 1, I don't know. Everyone is live. Google Translate translates Japanese weirdly. Japanese is a weird language to translate, just in general. Any plans for the future that we should be excited for? I have got an idea for a video series that's gonna have some fun comments on it because people are gonna tell me that I'm copying someone. But I think that'll be fun. It'll be a way for you guys to learn some more about me. And I think it'll be a fun one just to give you some answers to things, we'll say. His future plans involve becoming an AniTuber. Mate, the AniTuber career is gonna happen with the gaming channel, whether I like it or not. Vlogging through the forest. Vlogging by the river would be nice. I want to go to my parents' place again and maybe do something down there. That'd be cool. Luke advocates for spending less time online. He does do that. He's also, like, LARPing the living off the grid thing. Old platforms bring out your dead. Help with awesome. So you plan to take videos in the middle of nowhere and answering questions no one cares about. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Yeah, sure. Luke can't even spend time online if he wanted to. Vlog in the forest, I heard it makes your brain bigger. Heard it gives you a bigger chance to get a RuneScape girlfriend. Has there ever been, or is there currently, a wiki-like or forum-based hardware catalog users can share? Reddit. There's probably a section on the Arch Wiki talking about hardware configurations that work with specific versions of kernels. Where can I see the notifications in the AUR? What? There's probably get an RSS feed for each individual package, I reckon. I'm going to be back in just a moment. You could live stream from that sand pile in the middle of AU. Do you mean Ayers Rock? Yes, I could do that. Except you're not allowed to climb it anymore. Yo, gamers, how's it going? Snuffy's new model is brilliant. Oh, we have another weeb here. Lovely. Absolutely amazing. Ah, yes. Vlog admits the... Wait. Vlog admits the logs to become a Sigma male. Brodie's cooking show, kangaroo steak, and which salt is the best for that. Yes, that is very true. Salt is the... Actually, that'll be a very short stream. Kangaroo takes, like, 5 minutes to cook. Oh. Yes, be Ranson's friend. Ranson has no friends. And if he wants someone to talk to Snuffy... talk about Snuffy with. Make a video about XDMX. I don't know what that is. Sounds like a drug. I'll make a video about it. At some point. Drive is read-only. Change permissions. I'll be Ranson's friend. Install Gen 2 Live. Could do that. I now have one friend. One friend achieved. 99 more to go. Are you watching Eden? It sounds like you're watching Eden Zero. How did you get so beautiful? That's a good question. No, I think that on a relative scale of levels of my attraction, I think that I am more attractive than I was when I started the channel. Do you code? I do. Not much. Oh, the Call Me Son reference? It's also an Eden Zero reference. Yeah, the main character in Eden Zero wants to go... He went to space, and now he wants to go find 100 friends. ArchWiki, XDMX is a proxy server for X. Using it, the monitors from any numbers of systems can be consolidated into a single desktop or constructed as a wall of monitors. You code not much. I love that program. I code, as I mentioned earlier, I code basically to, like, get something done rather than just coding for fun. I have not watched Samurai Champloo. I really should, though. One of the many things that I should do. 6800 XT is good. I'm sure it's good if you can buy one. Good luck doing that, though. Am I the only one who finds Vim easier than Nano/Emacs? Why is Nano and Emacs in the same category together? I would say, you know, am I the only one who finds Vim easier than Nano/Get-It, for example? Samurai Shampoo. That would be a very different series. If there was not a Samurai Shampoo ad integration, I will be really confused. Surely when that anime came out, someone had to have been like, that's a brilliant idea. Why do my programs seem to be forgetting things? Because your memory's not good. Yeah, that should work. Interview. So what languages do you speak? I speak English, Spanish, and a little bit of French and Vim. Ha ha ha. Tell us something about Lunduke. Someone has to mention him. Lunduke is very bad at replying to his damn emails. That's something about Lunduke. I was trying to get him on the podcast a while back, and he said he wanted to do it. And I was like, hey, when do you want to do it? And then he didn't reply. No, sorry, he replied once, saying, oh yeah, let's schedule a time. And then when I was like, okay, what's your time zone? When can we do this? He never replied again. So yes, Alunduke, answer your damn emails so we can do something. Anyone installed Eclipse with their... Don't install Eclipse. Bad idea. It's not a very good IDE. There are much better ones out there, like anything else. We must summon the ultimate Linux YouTuber, Lunduke Smith. How about, no, it'd be Mental Smith. Mental Smith is a much better one. Genie is the best. I don't know that. I think you mean IDE, not I don't know. Mental Distro Smith. Mental Distro Smith. That actually has a nice ring to it. Ubuntu is awesome. Is this on r/Ubuntu? Yes, it is. That's trying to get yourself some upcomies right there. Any laptop brands to stay away from as a Linux user? Mac OS. You wanted his coordinates, I would have... That's a violation of privacy. That's true. Yeah. Except privacy on the internet doesn't really matter sometimes. It only matters when he thinks it matters. Brontool Luke Tube. Brontool Luke Tube. I don't mind that, actually. I still have nightmares about Eclipse. It's such a bad program. I just booted from GRU. Yep, GRU is my favorite bootloader. How can I make Arch the most stable it can get? Never update. Never update, never install anything. It's absolutely stable then. One laptop, Lotus Notes is built on top of Eclipse. Why would you build anything on top of Eclipse? That seems like such a terrible idea. I root F'd my boot. Don't F your boot. That's a bad idea. Is there a benefit of using display manager with BSPWM? No. If you want to make Arch stable, you have to enable KDE unstable repo. Now you're onto something. How to make Arch system support multiple languages. Eclipse would be the perfect punch bag. Eclipse is very good at that. It's not very good at anything else though. I used Eclipse for too long. Way too long. Oh, this is one of the few times where I would actually say if you want to use an IDE, a proprietary option is actually a good choice to go with. I am a very big shill for the JetBrains IDEs. I don't care that they're proprietary. They're just the best IDEs I've ever used. It is the one time I will shill something proprietary. Can anyone hear me? No. Fan issue Arch i3. i3 has nothing to do with that. Which ODE? Which IDE? And the JetBrains suite is just what, like, you've got IntelliJ, you've got PyCharm, you've got Sea Lion, other things that exist in the JetBrains suite. JetBrains is just so good. Yes. I don't remember what the web one's called. I wouldn't recommend... The one thing I wouldn't recommend using is the web one, because there's no reason to use an IDE for, like, web dev. That's stupid. Just use a code editor. Like, use VS Codium if you want to use something. Emacs. Yes, Emacs is... WebStorm, that one, yeah. Emacs is my favorite IntelliJ application. I think IntelliJ and PyCharm are open source. I'm pretty sure they're not. JetBrains is made for all specific use cases, so it's very good. There's like 10 JetBrains applications all made for specific use cases. How to quit the terminal. Close the window. How to record Nintendo Switch gameplay using OBS on Manjaro. What? Aren't the community editions open source? Are they? I didn't know that. No, they're free for open source projects. Ah. Okay. Because I recall seeing something about JetBrains trying to get GitHub to remove some, like, cracking material. Integrated development Emacs. Yeah, it's true. Clickable command line. What? Minecraft can't access /user/lib. I want to learn. Complete beginner. Is there any resource out there that you guys believe is the best step-by-step tutorial? I just need something someone can vouch for. Go use Vim Tutor. Or watch my... Actually, no. Go watch my stream on Vim Tutor. Eclipse Foundation gets a lot of donations. Yeah, they seem to be like the default go-to for a lot of companies, and I don't understand it. Like, my uni is also big on Eclipse as well. It's such a terrible idea. There are so many better things out there. I don't understand it. The IDE for a website thing doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're using a scripting language, I think the same is true for, like, PyCharm as well. Yeah, PyCharm. Python doesn't make any sense in a IDE either. If you're using a compiled language, I can understand it. But interpreted, no, just use a code editor. It's easier. Journalist. An RSS aggregator that supports the Fever API. Oh, are they under the Apache license? Oh. Oh, okay. We'll add this to the list. Wait, what in the world? I didn't even know you could use... Wait, you can... I'm sorry, what? I thought you could only use... Wait, what? I didn't know you could even have this in a URL. Okay, that's cool. You can use Unicode and URL for years. Oh, I just never knew. Even like Japanese websites have their URLs in like Latin characters. Huh. Let's find out actually. Domain. Wait, domain pricing. Where are we gonna get a domain from? Yeah, let's get one from Namecheap. Sure, that's fine. How much is it gonna cost me to get the bokunopico.com? It's actually really cheap. It's actually really cheap. Okay. You want to pay $11.50 Australian for bokunopico.com? Wait, so... You said Unicode. So does that mean I can use emoji? Surely you can't use emoji. Surely not. How much can I buy the poop emoji? No, okay, you can't use emoji, at least on Namecheap. Okay, that's sad. I didn't know this was a thing you could do. I guess Namecheap doesn't support it then. Okay. That makes sense though. But yeah, that's really cool. Okay. Yeah, no one would buy a URL like this because it would be difficult for anyone to actually search for it. It would be absolutely horrendous for SEO. Huh. That's still cool though. Anyway, What was the video people wanted me to watch? It was the Uwu one. Oh yeah, this is. I think this is the one. Stallman Uwu remix. Okay, so I'd like to interject for a moment, Uwu. This one, I presume. Do you have to do anything after I install the Nodo, CGK, and emoji fonts for them to work? Probably not. You may, though. Mess around with your font config. Oh, that's cool.
I'd just like to interject for a moment. What you're referring to as Linux is in fact GNU Linux, or as I've recently taken to calling it, GNU plus Linux. Linux is not an operating system unto itself, but rather another free component of a fully functioning GNU system made useful by the GNU coleridge. Shell utilities and vital system components comprising a full OS, as defined by POSIX. Many computer users want a modified version of the GNU system every day, without realizing it. Through a peculiar turn of events, the version of GNU which is widely used today is often called Linux, and many of its users are not aware that it is basically the GNU system developed by the GNU project. There really is a Linux, and these people are using it, but it is just a part of the system they use. Linux is the kernel, the program in the system that allocates the machine's resources to the other programs that you run. The kernel is an essential part of an operating system, but useless by itself. It can only function in the context of a complete operating system. Linux is normally used in combination with the GNU operating system. The whole system is basically GNU with Linux added, or GNU Linux. All the so-called Linux distributions are really distributions of GNU Linux.
I need to cleanse my palate. Here we go. We're gonna cleanse my palate. I'm gonna show you something that don't ever take viewer requests. It's a good plan. Here we go. Here's how I cleanse my palate.
This is getting absolutely ridiculous. Over the past few months, a group of Japanese Minecraft players have been working in secret to construct a giant portrait of the VTuber Usada Pekara on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. It is...
There you go. I love that clip so much. I love it so much. Just hearing FitMC just utter the name Usada Pekara. It's a beautiful sight on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. No, I'm not even memeing here. Like, this is actually a really good video. I do recommend watching it. I actually love Fit's content. And, you know, saying the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft every single video is sort of a big meme. But, like, his content is actually really good. Pekara gave us a Pain Peko audio clip yesterday. Good, yes. The oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. Wait.
Oldest Anarchy server, YouTuber Usada Pekara on the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft. It
I don't know, there's something about that voice.
is now unironically the largest handmade obsidian symbol in the server's history. It was built.
There you go. Look up Evil Zone PS1. What is Evil Zone? This is an interesting looking game. What in the world am I looking at? I don't know what this is. A Minecrafter? I used to be. I used to play a lot of Minecraft. I haven't played since the beta ended. I just like watching Minecraft videos occasionally. Because they're fun. Especially Fit stuff. Like, Fit is an exception just because of how just absolutely dumb just hearing about the history of this, like, really ancient Anarchy server is. And how could you not love it? Like, it's so amazing. How could you not love this? This is a hidden gem? Okay. Maybe I'll play this on the gaming channel. Oh, God. Oh, well. We are just after 3 hours into the stream, so that's as good a time as any to end it off. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. 2v2 tiers like the 4chan of Minecraft servers. That is exactly what it is. I will, if you want to hop in, I will be streaming in the morning, playing Dead Cells. When in the morning? I'm not sure, because we'll see how I feel when I wake up. I should be fine. So it'll probably be around, like, 10 my time or so. Assuming I don't have a hangover, which I shouldn't, because I've just been fucking drinking water. There we go. 3 hours into the stream, first time swearing. Managed to do it well. Anyway, yes. And then they'll... Yes, morning my time. You're just doing this to annoy me, aren't you? Anyway, yes, there will be a stream in probably about 11 hours. There'll be a notification for it anyway. So, come watch if you want to. Don't watch if you don't want to. Didn't hear curse the entire time. I didn't, because I try not to on this channel. But on the gaming channel, I do it in the first 5 minutes. You'll be streaming Neptunia or Kingdom Hearts in the future at some point. That is exactly what I'll be doing at some point. Anyway, here is the outro. Doom, doo 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 doom. I need to turn up the volume. Oh, it is at 500% already. Wait, need to turn up this volume. Peace out. For the people who decide to stick around to the end, I don't have a special message for you. I just want to say thank you. Have a good night. Peace out.